Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Magno. This is my math channel. So today's lesson is going to be about multiplication as well. However, we're going to be looking at rounding to estimate the reasonableness of the product. So we have an example already given to us. If you can see this right here, this was done already for us. So they rounded 213 to 200, and they rounded also 300 to 328 to 300, and that when you multiplied it produced a product of 60,000. So the answer should be around 60,000. And if that's the case, then when we do the multiplication, the answer should be somewhere closer to it. So now let's do the multiplication. I'm going to choose okay, we have a blue color right now. So 8 times 3 equals 24. You carry 2 over to the tens. And 8 times 1 equals 8 plus 2 equals 10. You write the 0 ones and carry the tens over to the hundredths. Then you multiply again. 8 times 2 equals 16 plus 1 equals 17. So this is the partial product for multiplying the ones times the number above. So I'm going to cross that out. That one is already done. Now, I'm going to multiply the 2 times all the numbers. But remember that the 2 is 20 because it's 2 tens. So we're going to write the 0 that represents the tens times 10. Now we can multiply the single digit. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 1 equals 2. And 2 times 2 equals 4. So that will be 4 here. So now we have our, what is that called? The second partial product. And now our next multiplication is going to be to multiply the 100. So I'm going to cross this out. I multiplied the 2 already. So 3 represents 3 hundredths because it's in the hundredths place. So I'm going to write the zeros that represent the hundredths. That means that the answer has to be multiplied by 100. So now we can multiply the single digit. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 1 equals 3. And I'm going to cross this out because I already used these numbers, so I'm not going to worry about it. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So there's our third and final partial product. And now we're going to get the total product. So 4 plus 0 plus 0 equals 4. And 0 plus 6 plus 0 equals 6. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 9 plus 2 equals 18. And we carry the 1 over. And now it's going to be 1 plus 1 equals 2. And 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. I'm going to place a comma here for the period to be separated. And we have a 6, which is 60,000. So that is how you do today's lesson. Now, here's the little why we're rounding today. If you look at the rounding portion of it, we can see that our answer was actually really close to this number. So that's the reasonable answer. So is that number close to what the number is? This number is the actual answer. And the answer is yes. So this is the estimation. Okay, remember, this is an estimation to see if your product is going to be correct. And this is the actual answer. In today's lesson, this is exactly what is being asked of you, to multiply the first round, and after you round, then you're going to multiply and find the partial answers and find the total of the multiplication and find the actual answer, and then compare it to these two right here. So compare it. So is the actual answer closer to the estimation? And the answer is yes. Not exactly close, but that gives you an idea. Now, remember, for those of you guys who might not be able to see this, I want you to, I'm just going to show this quickly. You may separate, you may use the place value, the expanded version of the multiplication, to help you do this. So, for example, you can write 213 three times. Okay, 213. Why do I do that? Because I'm going to write the expanded notation of the number, the factor below, and the factor is 323. This is the other number, right? 328 actually. So I'm going to separate that into 300. Okay, so that will be one multiplication, and the next number will be 210. So that's going to be written as 20. That should pretend that's a 0. Let me redo that one. Okay, so this should be a 0. So you're going to multiply that too. And remember, when you're done multiplying this, that should give you all. And the next number is 8. So that's just 8 singles. Okay. And we'll multiply this. You know what? That doesn't look like a 0. I mean, like an 8. It looks like a 0. So there is the number, this 8. And there you go. When you multiply them like this, you're going to get this when you multiply that 8, that should be the partial answer. When you multiply that 20, that should be the partial answer from here. So we're talking about this and this. So this will be your second partial answer, and your third partial answer will be this one right here. So you may use either or method to find the answer. Make sure you check your answers, and please show your work for every problem. It is necessary for you to be successful. Yes, you can use a calculator, but we want you to know the process of multiplication. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and watch the video again if you need assistance.